Hey everyone, welcome back to Eluda Racing. So as you can see, we're on part 2 of the headlight taillight install, and what I went ahead and did is I've got the harness all ran, and pretty much what this is just going to be is just a summarization of the installation, and I'm going to go ahead and show you just a couple things that I did to finish up, and then we'll drop it down and we will show you the lights and how bright they are and how great they work. So let's start here at the back. As you can see, the headlights and the taillights are mounted. They turned out real good. Real happy with the process and the ease of installation for this kit. This is definitely something that the average person can do themselves, and I would say that without any hesitation. Basic tools other than the cutter or whatever that you're going to use to actually plunge cut the holes through, but like I said, jigsaw, roto zip, Dremel. I mean, you have multiple options there as far as for cutting those holes, and in a pinch you could probably, with a little bit of effort, you could use a little handsaw, or you could use a utility knife if you used a little bit of strength and had a real sharp blade, because this is just plastic, so you could probably do that in a pinch if you had no other options. So just to show you here, we went ahead and we have the wires hooked up to the battery. Everything is zip tied, and if you remember at the part 1 of this video, I did say the wire harness is color coded. Red plugs go on the right side, passenger side of the cart. White go on the left, driver's side. And then you have a front and rear harness, and I mean that's pretty much self-explanatory, because the front part of the harness goes to the front and then it has the switch. So I went ahead and I ran the harnesses to each plug. When you do the back, it can be a little bit tricky, but it's definitely something you can do by yourself. These carts have wheel wells, plastic wheel wells, so I just kind of fed the harness over the wheel wells on both sides, and if you go on the back, you can see the wheel well comes down and actually turns into kind of a mud flap. You pull down on this mud flap right here, and that will expose the harness, and you can fit your hand up there and reach up there and grab it, pull it through, plug it in. And then what I did was I pulled the excess out, started to zip tie it on both sides, and I worked my way from the back all the way to the front. That way, if you start zip tying too soon and you don't have it positioned right on the car, you could end up being too short and not being able to reach the dashboard. So I kind of laid it all out first, made some initial put like one zip tie on each side, kind of pulled it through, ran it underneath, one underneath the body, zip tied it to the other harness that I ran for the radio, for the power cord for the speakers and stuff for the radio, and that's all zip tied. And then came up. Now on the front, same thing. You've got the red on the right, white on the left. I came over that front strut support because you don't want that harness down low. You don't want it to hit the rack and pinion or the steering shaft, so you want to keep that up high in the cart, attach it up there securely, and I secured it up high. I don't want the plugs hanging down, rubbing on the tires or anything like that. And then lastly, what I did was, if you can see right here, I went ahead and mounted it low on the dashboard. That was a nice easy install right there. I was going to put it up here, but I changed my mind because I'm going to be mounting some rocker switches there. So I did not want to put this up there. It just would look out of place. I wanted to keep everything down low. Aesthetically, I think it looks better there. And then when I go ahead and do the rockers up here, I will put a light here. I'm going to use a light here for like a charge indicator light or something like that. When the key's on, maybe I'll have a light where it lights up, so I'll be able to utilize that hole for other things. It's not going to just be a hole on an eyesore. So this is just a temporary switch until I put the rocker switches up here, and then I will have, you know, some labeled switches here, you know, headlights or whatever, and then I have some other lights that I want to install in this, some other LED lights. But yeah, so that's the kit. That was the install. Very simple. The harness took me less than 45 minutes to install, start to finish, and that was with me doing this for the first time on this style of cart. I've done light kits before on E-Z-Go, never on a Yamaha, and I've done them on club car. So they're all very, very similar, but they all have their unique things that set them aside, and they're all a little bit different. So there isn't any one way to do these. They're all kind of have their own. But yeah, so this is the kit. Let's go ahead and turn it on, and I'll show you how bright these things are. One thing I like about the switch, nice cool blue illuminated LED light switch. And there you go. As you can see, very, very bright. My garage is well lit, and I mean, these things are blinding to look at. You got your side marker lights, which I said once you do the add-on, if you choose to, those will act as blinkers. And then the tail lights also are equally as bright. And if you do the brake conversion on this, those will double as tail lights and brake lights both. So they will have a high beam, or not a high beam, but a brighter feature when you hit the brakes if you get the brake and turn signal kit for this. So yeah, I just wanted to do a little follow-up video of part 1 and just show you the kit installed and complete. And I would say start to finish this video, or this install took me a couple hours start to finish, and that was with filming and starting and stopping and taking pictures and doing all sorts of different things. So this was something that I could say, if you hit the ground running and you were all prepared and stuff, you could probably do this start to finish in under 2 hours without any problem. Under an hour if you had somebody helping you, you know, where one guy does one side, one guy does the other, or one guy does front, one guy does back, whatever it may be. If you got a buddy to help you, I would say you could do this start to finish in less than an hour. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you liked the video. Like I always say, please like and subscribe and turn on those notifications for future videos. And we're winding down here on the Project Golf Cart, and the next thing we're going to be starting on is we're going to start on the lift kit. I want to get this thing up in the air a little bit and then get a chance to put on those custom wheels and tires that I bought for it. I'm getting excited. So yeah, please like, subscribe, turn on those notifications to watch for my next video, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.